Good day everybody, Vanny001 here. I've got some Battlefield for you. Oh my god, I'm playing some Battlefield. Playing a bit of Endgame. And yeah, quite like these maps. I've actually enjoyed these maps a lot more than I've enjoyed any of the previous Battlefield maps. Maybe Karkan was just that tad little bit better. But these maps, I feel they're a little more a battlefield, you know, just a plonk, here you go, battlefield. Put you there and here's your vehicles, here's this, defend that. Some of the other, like the vanilla maps, they kind of feel corridor gameplay. You know, I'm not really, I like wide open spaces. Now Armored Shield, unfortunately the console just didn't translate well, for me anyway. A lot of the maps felt like ghost towns, and the space in between maps, very vehicle heavy. If you enjoy vehicle combat, you are going to enjoy Armored Shield. But Endgame has the right mix of, you know, vehicles and on the ground combat, you know, running and gunning. I really do like it. I haven't found a map that I particularly don't like. I'm not a real fan of, I think it's Sublime Pipeline. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. I'm not really a fan of that one. It's good. It just has a little too many high spots for snipers. I like that smokestack on I think it's C-Flag. Yeah, C-Flag on Conquest. Now fire, we all know fire in this game can hurt you. Metro, you walk past fire, you get hurt. And any other map in vanilla where you walk past fire, you get hurt. But there's this huge smokestack and there's flames coming out of the top of it, and guys can sit on their snipers with their spawn beacons and that, and they don't get hit by the fire. I love the look on that guy. He's a fuck tank. These are just a few moments I put in the front of the video. They're not really, you know, I just like them. So this is the actual game. It's a capture the flag. Now I have to say, capture the flag, best game mode that they could have possibly added to this game. I'm not going to say it is the best game mode, I think Conquest is. But it brought a variety to the game that I think was needed at this particular moment. I mean, it's been a year and a half almost. And I think it needed something like, I thought right now, I'm, you know, kind of ashamed to admit this, that we were playing Conquest. And so I'm thinking, oh, we're capping the B flag and doing this. And I still hadn't clicked over in my head that there's an enemy flag there and we're actually playing capture the flag. Until Constanti has actually said to me, dude, we're playing capture the flag. So yeah, for the first few minutes here, you're going to see me playing this like it's a Conquest, and I kind of completely ignore the enemy flag and, you know, just a whole bunch of shit that I probably shouldn't have done, but I did. The Humvee that I'm in at the moment, I have found a couple of weird moments where I'm in that and the weapon doesn't fire. Either it's the rockets or the AA, it just won't fire. So I'm not sure if that's a glitch or if someone could tell me if I'm doing something wrong in it, but it just doesn't seem to fire sometimes. But I'm using the L86A2, I believe, on the support kit. I think it's A2, A6, something like that. One of the two. But I'm using that and I'm quite liking it. I've been trying to get some of the assignments done that have been given out. I don't think I've got any of the Aftermath. I don't think I even got the Expo. I quite like the Aftermath maps. I think they did quite a good job on those. Very rugged urban combat, so it is pretty good. But it's still got that kind of wide open feel. It doesn't feel as claustrophobic as a Metro or a Grand Bazaar. They kind of feel very claustrophobic. I don't really play vanilla much anymore. I played some Metro, you know, just for shits and giggles, have a bit of fun, but the game froze on me, so I think I was like 49-26 or something like that, and it froze on me. So I was kind of upset about that. But I haven't really been playing this at all. I haven't played Battlefield in a number of months, and I think it was a needed break. Coming back to it, and I'm quite enjoying it. This moment right here, I thought, oh, I'm getting shot at, but fuck you, I'm gonna get you, I'm gonna get you. Fuck it, boom. I'm quite enjoying it now, actually. I'm just playing with Constantius and we're just tooling around, really, just having fun and not really taking it seriously. And this game is heavily edited. It's about 20 minutes long or so, and it's quite, capture the flag tends to have a few boring moments sometimes, especially the enemy team's not attacking in full force. Constantius and I typically like to take a back seat and kind of defend the flag. 2 guys is really all you need to defend the flag, and the rest of the team can go out and try and capture the enemy flag. Because typically when guys come in on the enemy team, it's 1, 2, 3, you know. And if your team's all down there at their flag attacking, and they've kind of got to balance it out. Well, do we stay and defend, or do we try and attack? And a lot of them seem to, you know, hang around and defend. But I don't mind it. I gotta say, I know I'm kind of repeating myself there, but I think Endgame for a last DLC was a good call. It's a very good map pack. I think maybe some new weapons might have been great, but then again, they can't keep putting new weapons in, because then they've got to go through the balancing issues and all that. But I think this map pack for, you know, last hurrah for Battlefield 3 was worth the purchase, and if you haven't purchased it, it is worth the purchase. Actually, at some points I've felt that I'm playing Bad Company 2 maps. This map has kind of an Isla texture to it. You can see the trees and that. It does feel very Bad Company 2-esque, you know, these maps in particular. I can't say enough about them. I really do enjoy playing them. I think Capture the Flag is a great addition, and very welcome addition to the game. I was a bit reserved about it. I thought it'd be kind of stupid and that, but it's been handled quite well actually. It's the players, it comes down to the players, of course. You typically find a lot of people do like to sit on hills and snipe down into the flag, like that's going to win them the game. But you know how I feel about snipers. It's never going to really change in this game, so you know, it's got to kind of fight back. As you saw at the start there, I was doing a bit of sniping in a match because there was just, you know, too many at the end of that match, and I thought, so it was a previous match, there was just too many in the game, and we were just sniping a bit, getting rid of them, so, you know, I kind of kept going with the next one, putting ACOG on it. But I don't typically do that, it's not really my gameplay style. Now, I know I don't have the names down yet, I really haven't been paying attention. I know Railroad, Desert, you know, Pipeline, that's pretty much how I distinguish them. The desert one, I quite like playing Conquest on that. I think it's, you know, probably one of the better desert maps in the game. I do like the fact that the jets don't have to take off. They're just in the air and you jump in. I do notice a lot of people though use those as taxis to get on top of the sea flag roof. Plant a spawn beacon up there and then you're in all sorts of bother. But at least you can get up there. The sea flag on this map, I don't believe there is a ladder up to the roof. And typically you will find a lot of guys that get up on there with spawn beacons and make that flag very hard to hold. You can see sometimes, you know, you're just wondering why people do the certain things they do in this game. Those guys up on the ridge there, and you like 1 or 2 guys attack, and then there's a guy on the ridge, and this guy thought he was getting away scot fucking free, and then go boom. So I was laughing my ass off about that. But I've had some really good games on these. The last night was a little frustrating. I will say that I found the amount of snipers. We found a very good server, I should say. The ESGN server that I'm playing on right now typically has some good players on it. Good Aussie server. Good fights on it. And last night it got a little bit too snipery for my liking. I think probably 5 out of the 12 or more on the enemy team were snipers. And it was just making it very difficult to enjoy the game when there's just that amount of snipers in it. Very slow, very like, you know, come on, you know. Railroad is a good one. We did play it on Rush, which is a real rare thing for me. I rarely play Rush anymore. And I found the last base very hard to attack. The enemy has a lot of advantage being able to sit back in the black. I got that guy and go boom. I like that. But yeah, I found it very, you know, on the bordering on unfair that the enemy could sit back in the black like that. It's very hard to get them. You have to practically snipe them to get them. And it is really contingent on your team. If they're not playing the game, then you're not going to enjoy the game. So if you do find an enemy team and a friendly team that are working well and playing the game well together, you have a good game, stick with that server, don't leave, because you're gonna, it's so rare, you're going to find it very hard to find it again. But yeah, So there will be more Battlefield videos coming. I have something in the works, a little project I'm working on, but I kind of overestimated my ability to do the work that I have to do to get it done, and I'm going to have to do a bit more learning before I can get that out to you. But it's going to get done, but it will take time. Yeah, I'll put some more videos up. Why not, eh? Back to Battlefield. I know it's the end of Battlefield, but fuck it. Back to Battlefield. Alright, I'll get this again next time, and thanks for watching.